I want to do a bit of a recap from some things that happened at the Siberian Power Show here. So this event was originally going to have a match such as Svetan and Makarov. I believe that obviously got canceled as Makarov is going to compete at the next EVW. But look at some of these matches here. We got Russian Justin Bieber, Roman Filipov. Dude's an absolute beast. And obviously Schoolboy, another notable name. Ustinov, Bogusov here, who actually had a brutal injury. We're not gonna take a look at the injury, but we'll talk about it for a second. And then Artem Tainov, another guy who's competed at East versus West on the left arm. But let's first take a look. It looks like they did some of the matches outside in cold conditions. Not all the matches, because as you'll see, there was an actual venue, I guess, for some of the other matches. I'm guessing that some of them, maybe it was like a prelim the day before or something like that, with some of the other athletes competing outside, which was very interesting. If you look in the comments, it's like people saying, I mean, it's a lot of Russian comments, but if you turn on the translation, they're saying like, whose idea was it to put them outside in cold conditions? That increases the risk of injury. But either way, it was kind of interesting, I guess. Filipov ended up losing, but let's take a look at this match. I'm not going to play the clip, but you see Morozov taking a look at what's happening here. Bogusov ended up breaking his left arm. It kind of reminded me of what happened with Zurab when he was in kind of a similar position, just pulling in a very dangerous spot, and he ended up breaking his arm. So that's very unfortunate. Hopefully he will have a fast recovery. Let's look at a couple comments under that post of the injury there. Poor Bogusov, first left-hand match in years, only to end up with an arm break. I don't think he will ever pull left arm again. Usually I say let the pro pull, but he was in a very bad position. Yeah, again, it kind of reminds me of how Zurab was pulling, obviously, before he broke his arm. And he was so successful and strong in that position up until the point where he broke his arm. So, I mean, even at the highest level, stuff can happen. You know, even with an experienced guy, stuff happens, especially when you pull with a style like that. I think a lot more risky than if you're pulling, you know, with a hand control type top roll and stuff like that. So obviously a risky position, but yeah, unfortunate injury. But let's take a look at a clip here. This is from the match between Tainov and Tokarev. Let's take a look. I'm not sure who won. Actually, I couldn't really find the results. But here was one of the rounds where there was complete hand control from Tokarev. It looks like, oh no, did Tainov get injured as well? Looks like I'm not sure if that was a fracture or what the case was, but Tainov had some sort of injury as well. As we look at looks like they're talking after the match. It looks like he's in a sling. So two unfortunate injuries on the left arm. That's sucks to see. You know, it's crazy. You would think the injuries might happen in the cold conditions, but I guess they happened in the actual venue for the events. Now let's take a look in this match here. Looks like it was complete domination from Chervov. Yeah, 3-0. You're going to see him. This guy's a beast. This guy's an absolute beast. But then another match, last match to talk about here was Schoolboy. And yeah, so he won 3-0. Confident win. Let's take a look at this one round here. Looks to be pretty much in complete control, just kind of holding there. Schoolboy has really gotten in a pretty ridiculous shape recently. And that's his left. It seems like, I mean, maybe his left is it's been performing really well. Obviously, he beat Riekert on the left and he lost on the right, as we know. But overall, looking forward to seeing like the official match footage on that event. But let me know what you thought of those two injuries there. Sucks to see injuries, but it's part of the sport.